Welcome back, everybody, for the second stream of the day. And for this one, we've got a good one. We have Canisius, hailing from Buffalo, New York, versus St. Ignatius, hailing from Cleveland, Ohio. I personally feel a attachment to St. Ignatius. My parents are from University and Shaker Heights, so hoping to see a good one here. At the end of the day, what it's going to come down to is Canisius has got to take some pride and heart in rebounding this ball. St. Ignatius has 4 guys over 6'7". Canisius, on the other hand, has no one over 6'7". So it's going to be a good game, and I'll turn it over for the prayer.
Almighty God, we thank you for this day and the tournament to celebrate Ricky Garcia and the spirit of your blessings. We ask that you bless the coaches, support staff, family members, and players. Keep them free from injury and help them play according to the highest standards of sportsmanship. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen. St. Ignatius, pray for us. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Thank you.
So coming into this game, St. Ignatius is 4-1. They're averaging 83 points per game, which is quite stellar. And they've got Reese Robinson, who's 6'8". He's committed to Cleveland State. Sam Springer, committed to Air Force. And a football guy, Sean Martin, signed with Northwestern for football. On the other hand, we've got Canisius, hailing from New York. They are the number 9 overall team in New York State, averaging 73 points per game, which in and of itself is extremely respectable, but they are also holding their opponents to 41 points per game. St. Ignatius comes into this game at 4-1. Canisius comes in at 4-0. We'll see what happens at the tip. We'll see what happens here. Obviously, the size is going to be a big impact. Canisius is really going to have to put a lot of effort into boxing out and fronting the post. And really, what needs to happen in this game, Canisius needs to play with some heart and grit and stop this St. Ignatius team from getting the ball in the low post. We'll see what happens at the jump. For the jump ball, we have number 10, Reese Robinson, signed to Cleveland State, as I mentioned earlier, versus Pat Benzer, who stands himself as the tallest on Canisius at a staggering 6'6". St. Ignatius wins the tip, and it looks like they're going to be having number 23, Jack Zapolnik, coming up for them. He gives it to Friery. Friery comes inside, no good. And that one's going to be going the other way. Friery just couldn't get that. He had his right hand extended trying to finish on the left side of the rim, couldn't get there. Canisius now going to be inbounding. St. Ignatius coming out in a press. They inbounded to number 4, Clark. Clark looking for someone, gets it to the middle to Esposito. Esposito now trying to see what he can do. A trap from St. Ignatius, and they call it tip ball. It's going to stay Canisius ball. We're seeing early pressing and trap from this St. Ignatius team, trying to look for some potential turnovers and, in turn, transition buckets. Ball is inbounded to Esposito again. Esposito is going to be guarded by Zapolnik. Zapolnik playing some very good fundamental defense. Now drives inside, kicks out to Esposito. Esposito drives inside. Oh, just can't get the finish. Rebound grabbed by Weisky. And now Zapolnik handling the rock. Let's see what he can do. Putting some moves on. Kicks it to the wing. Out in the corner to Friary at a 6'10". He passes it back over to Zapolnik. Zapolnik puts a crossover. Very nice. And zigs and zags his way to the rim for the right-handed layup. Great move there by Zapolnik. The crossover and then the footwork as well. Canisius breaking this press right now. Oh. And they're going to call a charge. That appears to going to be a charge on Esposito. So far, Ignatius playing well. Canisius had a little bit of momentum going against that press, but just at the end of that, couldn't get it. Now, Zapolnik going to be dribbling it up for this, for the Wildcats. They get it over half court. Inside. Oh, no good. Now Sam Springer on that one. And it looks like Reese Robinson got the rebound. Looks like they're going to call a foul on the play. Oh, no, my apologies. I think a travel. I believe it was a travel that they're going to call. Looks like one of the players lost something on the court or something. Not entirely sure what's going on from my point of view. Maybe a contact. I think he might have lost a contact. Yeah, that looks like what it's going to be. You don't want to lose one of those. It'll be hard to see. Oh, the stand's going wild after he puts the contact in from the ground, or attempts to, and he's going to get subbed out. That was Springer. In for Springer's going to be Lamarond. Ball's going to be inbounded to Esposito. Esposito gives it to Purdy. Purdy looking for something now. Clark. Clark on it. Back to Purdy. Purdy back to Clark. Clark gives it to McDonald. And that's going to be a travel. Benzer got the ball at the top of the key and got a little excited and traveled. It's going to be St. Ignatius ball going the other way. Low-scoring game so far. 2-0. Ignatius on top so far. Reese Robinson for three. No good. Lamarand tried to get it. And here we go. See that tip on the offensive rebound. That's good. Weisky hit that three. The tip on that offensive rebound by Friary. Oh, and a trap. Very physical game. Everyone's on the ground so far. This Ignatius press is clearly frazzling this Canisius team a little bit. The ball is going to remain Canisius. On the offensive side of the floor before that, we can see Friary 6'10" height already impacting the game. A missed shot, however, he tips it and leads to an open corner three. That is good. This Canisius press is really affecting, this St. Ignatius press is really affecting Canisius right now. Oh, ooh, and they call a block, and they call a foul on Robinson. That's going to be Robinson's first. I think it's going to be the... So far, really what's going on with this game, St. Ignatius' press is really affecting Canisius. Let's see what they can do to, what adjustments they can make to get by it. They appear to be trapping in the corners, really affecting Canisius. Just a sloppy game so far. Let's see if they can tighten that up. Esposito went 1 for 2. Now Zapolnik bringing it up for St. Ignatius. Zapolnik back over to Friary. Friary over to the corner. Drives baseline. Good pass. Good ball movement here from St. Ignatius so far. That's just a good offensive possession. Good driving, cutting, and good ball moving around the perimeter as well. Lamarand finished that play at the rim. And that one was tipped by Zapolnik. Canisius now trying to get a set offense going, and St. Ignatius is really pressuring ball here. Goes inside. Robinson there. Can't finish. Get the offensive board. Again, can't finish. And now looks like they're going to push it in transition. Weisky, no good. Oh, Friary looked like he might have had the board, but he doesn't. It's tipped by Canisius. It's going to remain Ignatius ball. For Canisius, out goes Esposito. In comes Alex Hayes. 4:43 left in the first, 7-1 ball game. Ball's inbounded to Robinson, given back to Weisky. Friary for three, it's good. The 6'10" big man puts up a shot. Oh, and a steal on the press. Out to Weisky, Weisky driving in. It's good. Oh. And Weisky feeling quite good about himself. Refs might give him a warning, but I'm not sure they saw it. 12-1 ball game here. This St. Ignatius press affecting Canisius greatly. Good ball movement, cutting, slashing, perimeter movement, shooting from Ignatius so far. We'll see if those trends continue and if Canisius can start something up. We'll be back after the break. We're back here now. Canisius bring it up. That one's tipped by Weisky. Oh, and they're going to call it out of bounds just barely. Weisky got that one out of Clark's hands, but just couldn't get control before it went out of bounds. Canisius now inbounding. They inbound it to Hayes. Hayes over to Clark. Clark now dribbling it up. He gives it to Purdy. And they're going to call a travel. That's going to be on Pat Benzer. I believe that's going to be his second turnover of the game. I believe earlier he might have had a travel as well, if I recall. Zapolnik now bring it up for Ignatius. He appears to be their main ball handler. Zapolsky gives it to Friary. Friary for three. No good. Springer gets the board. My apologies. Robinson gets the board. Over to Zapolnik. Zapolnik to Robinson. Robinson in the post looking for someone. Back out to Zapolnik for three. No good. Robinson gets the board again. Back out to Zapolnik. They're swinging the ball. Weisky for three. No good. Another offensive rebound for Ignatius. This is what I was talking about earlier at the game. Canisius has got to box out and not allow these multiple offensive possessions. Weisky can't finish at the rim. Canisius taking the ball the other way now. Passes it over to Clark. Clark looking for something. He's guarded by Lamarand. Benzer in the corner looking for something. It's tipped. Stolen by Friary. Friary going on transition. He gives it passes up to Weisky. Fryer in the rim. Is that going to be a charge? Yes, it is. Charge drawn by Clark. That's going to be on Friary. It's going to be Canisius ball going the other way. Matt Ellis checking in for Canisius. Zapolnik, and let's see what's going on now. Patrick Cullinan gives it over. Canisius swinging the ball around. Clark with it now. Gives it to Cullinan. Cullinan looking what he can do. This Ignatius switching man is quite a stifling defense, and Friary gets the steal. He's looking on transition. Can't finish at the rim. However, Ellis gets the board. Swinging it around the perimeter now. Can't finish that either. Gives it out to Ellis. For three. No good. That was Springer on that one. And a travel. Clark with the travel. These Canisius turnovers are going to kill them if they continue. They need to slow the game down and take their time with what they're doing. For Ignatius, Ellis going to be inbounding it on this one. Springer with the ball in the corner now. He's guarded by Clark. To Friary. Friary looking for something. Doesn't get it. To Lamarand. Back to Friary for three. Good. Wow. He's got quite the shot on him, especially for being 6'10". That is mightily impressive. Canisius going to have to get over the half-court line. They do. Canisius gives it to Cullinan. Cullinan now seeing what he can do. Looks like they're trying to trap or something. Oh, just barely saves it. Canisius still only 1 point in this first quarter. Now they pass it back out. Sabolnik. Ellis now driving inside to Friary. And he gets fouled on the play. Canisius, my apologies, Ignatius taking advantage, going on transition. Friary really playing well so far. I was not expecting someone of his stature to have a three-point shot, but it is quite apparent he does, and that's going to have to be something Canisius has to focus on. He's already got 6 from beyond the arc. Friary now hoping to put them up 15 with this shot. Friary hits it. He's got one more. We're going to have a couple subs coming in for St. Ignatius. Ignatius, in comes Weisky, and in comes Martin. Let's see if Friary can sink this second shot. And he does. Gets a little help from the rim on that one. Now Friary's going to come out, and in comes Khalid Johnson. Ignatius still going to stick with this press. Looking for something. Canisius beating it now. Clark up to the corner. Tipped there. Clark recovers it, though. Clark driving inside. Oh, too high off the glass. Springer gets the board on that one. Clark tips it. Oh, Springer had the ball. Clark tipped it. It's going to be St. Ignatius ball going the other way. Let's see what Canisius decides to do here. Canisius, in comes Clarence Funderburg. Out goes Alex Hayes. Martin now dribbling it up for Ignatius as Zapolnik is out of the game. Springer up with it up top. He gives it to Weisky. Weisky looking for something. Not there. Let's see. Springer with it up now. Springer looking for something. He's going to go inside. Good dump-off pass. Oh, and a great physical finish from Khalid Johnson. He elevated up and got over that. Also, a good pass from Springer there. Now Funderburg with it. They get it over the half-court line in time. And Ignatius tips it. It's going to be St. Ignatius. It's going to be Canisius ball inbounding it from the side. For Canisius, inbounding it is going to be Graber. Graber inbounds it to Cullinan. Cullinan now seeing what he can do with Weisky on him. Gives it back to Graber. Graber over to McDonald. McDonald gives it to Funderburg. Funderburg driving down the lane with the tough and one finish. Great play from Funderburg there. Finishes through the contact and has a chance to get his team their first points since around the 7-minute mark of the first. Let's see if this can be a good rejuvenation for this Canisius offense. Let's see if Funderburg can finish the three-point play. He doesn't. Springer gets the board. Springer hands it over to Martin. Martin driving down now. He's got Funderburg on him. Funderburg sitting, playing some good defense. They switch. Funderburg now on the much bigger Springer. Oh. Great play there by Weisky. Max Weisky missed his three from the corner, but hustled, got his own offensive rebound, led to some more points. Now a tip-off from St. Ignatius. Oh. A tip from St. Ignatius. Khalid Johnson thought he had it. He didn't. It led to an easy bucket for Canisius. I believe that was McDonald that put that one in. Martin trying to get something on him. Funderburg all over him. Now, Sam Springer couldn't get by McDonald. That's going to be the end of the first. Your score at the end of the first, 21-5. This St. Ignatius press is really putting some pressure on Canisius. It'll be interesting to see how Canisius can recover from this. really they got to focus on a lot, but really got to play some fundamentally sound, no turnover basketball in order to beat this stifling St. Ignatius press. We'll be back after the break. We're back here after the break. Let's see if Canisius can get something going here. Funderburg so far playing some very good defense for this Canisius team. And he's going to be the one handling the rock now. Gives it over to Clark. Oh, a trap there from St. Ignatius. I believe they're going to get a foul call on Sean Martin. I think that's going to be his first. Ball's inbounded to Clark. Ignatius still looking for that trap. Springer steps up out to Funderburg for three. No good. Ignatius gets the rebound. A tough fault rebound. Wisekin now dribbling it up. Gives it over to Ellis. Ellis for three. Oh, just rims out. Oh, but Springer gets the rebound. And now ball ends up in Sean Martin's hands. He gives it over to Ellis. Ellis to Wisekin. Wisekin now going to settle it down a little. Back over to Ellis on the wing. Ellis inside to Springer, the Air Force commit. Springer back out to Ellis. Ellis for three. Good. This St. Ignatius team really has some three-point shooting ability. Springer with the steal. Oh, Springer just missed that one. Had some contact at the rim. Couldn't finish through it. It's going to be Canisius ball going the other way. This Ignatius press is really doing stuff for them right now. That Ellis 3 was also a good one. They're very clearly a solid shooting team. Clark handling the ball now for Canisius. Gives it over to him. They got to get this ball. Yep, there you go. Good pass. Good passing. Gets it over. Clark driving inside. Oh, Wisekin with a great defensive play there, stopping Clark from getting to the rim. However, it's still going to remain Canisius ball. Good passing there from Canisius. Got it over the line. They really got to expand their passing range a little bit more as this Canisius press creeps up past the half-court line. They're going to have to make some of those longer passes if they want to get it over past the 10 seconds. Canisius now inbounding it. Gets it to Clark. Clark over to Funderburg. Funderburg now seeing what he can do. He's got Ellis on him. Back over to Clark. Clark looking for something. He's trying to go inside. Clark kicks it back out to Hayes. Hayes gives it to Graber. Graber looking for something. They're going to call a foul on St. Ignatius. For St. Ignatius, Quinn Wiseki's going to come in. Out's going to come Sean Martin. Martin, a gritty player for this Ignatius team, playing some good defense for him. Johnson tried to get the steal there. It wasn't there. For three, Canisius. No good. That was Hayes on that attempt. Now for Ignatius, Wiseky going to bring the ball up for him. Oh. Tips it over. They get their own offensive rebound. Johnson handling it now in the corner. He kicks it out to Wiseky. Wiseky driving in the lane. They're going to call a blocking foul on Funderburg. I think Max Wiseky is going to go to the line and get two shots after the blocking foul from Funderburg. Funderburg was trying to take the charge. I guess didn't have his feet set, and now Wiseky's going to get two for the line. He sinks the first one. Let's see if he can expand the St. Ignatius lead past 20. Out comes Sam Springer, playing some good minutes there for this St. Ignatius team. In comes Reese Robinson, the Cleveland State commit. Wiseky sinks that one, and in comes Damon Fryery. He is he's playing well so far. A good three-point shooting presence as well as a good big man presence. They get it over to Funderson. Funderson driving down the lane. Fryery meets him there. For a mid-range J, no good for Canisius. Wiseky looking for something. Tries to get off Canisius. They can't. A good trap there from Canisius, and Reese Robinson just blocked. Wow. A lot just happened there, ladies and gentlemen. 2 blocks. A good trap from Canisius, but they just couldn't capitalize and finish on the offensive end. Fryery now handling the ball for the St. Ignatius team. He's a big guard, really. I mean, he's playing quite impressively and has a very versatile game for his size. Johnson can't finish at the rim there. Canisius driving it down now. That's going to be a turnover on Purdy, and now Ellis is going to finish at the rim. They give it to Funderson. Funderson back over to Benzer. Benzer to Purdy for 3. No good. That was Cullinan. Now up front to Ellis. Ellis again. Oh, got some rim there. I'm not sure we can call that one necessarily a dunk, but he definitely got a piece of the rim. Really elevated on that one, too. Now Thunderberg back over to Benzer. Benzer handling the ball for them now. Benzer can't finish at the rim. Now Reese Robinson's got it for him. Reese Robinson dribbling down the court. He gives it over to Khalid Johnson. Johnson handling the ball. Gives it to Wiseky. Wiseky for 3. Good. This St. Ignatius team, just everything's going their way. Johnson gets the foul there. You really can't ask for a stronger start than what this Ignatius team has. And it's not even... Canisius is a very solid team. I mean, like I said, I believe they're ranked 9th in overall in New York State. It's just this Ignatius team is really playing extremely well. Their press is clearly bothering Canisius. Let's see if they can make something happen. Cullinan brought that one to the rim. He was met by Reese Robinson. It looks like he's going to get a chance at 2 free throw shots for them. Let's see if he can sink them and maybe be a kickstart for some offense to come for Canisius. Sinks the first one. Let's see if he can make the second. He misses it. Fryery with the board. He gives it over to Zapolnik. Zapolnik back in the game. Back over to Wiseky. Wiseky to Fryery in the corner. Fryery just gives it to Zapolnik. St. Ignatius trying to handle the ball up top. Now Zapolnik with it. Thinking about shooting it. Doesn't. Pulls it back out. Looks like he's going to take him. Gives it to Wiseky. Wiseky in the corner for 3. Oh, no good. Just rims out. That was Lamarand for the 3. Now for this Canisius team, Graber handling the ball. He's guarded by Zapolnik. Cullinan now trying to get something inside. Can't. Gives it back to Graber. Graber gives it to Cullinan. Almost stolen by Reese Robinson. Fryery gets it. Reese Robinson now on the transition. Oh, can't finish at the rim there. A good hustle back from Jaden Clark caused Robinson to hesitate a little bit and have to pull it back and go for an uncomfortable look. It's still going to be St. Ignatius ball, but a great play there by Clark, hustling and getting back on defense. Ignatius inbounding it. They give it to Reese Robinson, the big man. He gives it over to Lamarand. Lamarand to Zapolnik. Zapolnik driving inside. He makes it with his left hand. Just a good shot there. Cullinan was playing some good defense. Zapolnik just elevated with the left hand and finished. Cullinan handling the ball now. That one's going to go out of bounds. Lamarand got his hand on that one. Clark's going to be the inbounder for Canisius. Now Cullinan handling the ball. Pick here. decides not to use it. He tried to get it to a rolling Patrick Enright. It wasn't there. Reese Robinson now in transition finishes this one. And it appears from now on, and that one is going to remain Canisius ball. I believe it to have been tipped by Weisky. 37-6 with 3 minutes left in this second quarter. He gives it over to Clark. Clark now handling the ball. They go for the trap. They bring it inside. Some good ball movement here from Canisius. Try to beat it. 3 isn't good. Oh, but okay, that one's going to be tipped. The 3 was not good. However, Graber got the offensive rebound, and it's going to lead to another Canisius possession. He gets it inside. Enright trying to make something happen. He can't. However, ball was tipped by St. Ignatius. It's going to remain Canisius ball. For Canisius, in comes Alex Hayes. Out goes Charles Graber. Hayes going to be the inbounder for Canisius on this possession. Gives it out to the corner for 3. Oh, no good. Springer gets the rebound. He's going to give it up. And that's good. Zapolnik gets the transition layup on that one. 2:35 left. St. Ignatius is up 33 over Canisius. Clark now handling it, trying to get something to happen for Canisius. He gives it over to Esposito. Esposito with the floater, no good. It's going to be St. Ignatius ball going the other way. Ignatius inbounds it to Zapolnik. Zapolnik back to Lamoran. They're playing a 2-man game trying to beat this press. Friary for 3. No good. Springer with the offensive rebound. It's going to be a foul on Canisius. I believe that one's going to be on Johnny Esposito. Ignatius inbounding it. They give it to Friary. Friary gives it to Springer. Springer for 3. No good. Friary tips it up, and with Friary inside. It's good. Friary tipped it up, leading to Pierce Gibbs getting the rebound. Gibbs gave it to... Oh, and just like that, Lamoran gets a steal again, and wow, Sam Springer elevates and gets the dunk. This is just complete domination by St. Ignatius here, and they show no signs of slowing down. Really good backside rotations here on their press as well. Clark for 3, no good. Rebounded by Springer. Springer just had an excellent dunk there, real good elevation. Friary now kicks it out. St. Ignatius for 3, no good. An air ball there from Pierce Gibbs. Gibbs on the other possession, though, however, did make a great play, grabbing the offensive rebound and then making a great pass to Friary for the 2. For Canisius, in comes Kevin Cosgrove. Out comes Alex Hayes. Also for Canisius, in comes Mason Allnut. Inbounded to Springer. Springer back over to from the wing. No good. Lamoran tried that one. It wasn't there. Clark now with it. Clark gives it back to Esposito. Esposito dribbling down the court now. People on the ground everywhere. Canisius for 3, no good. Clark gets the offensive rebound. Clark might try to go up with it. He does, and he finishes over Lamoran. Zapolnik now gives it to Springer. Springer inside. Springer. Great Euro step there. And this is just a 30-second timeout has been called by St. Ignatius. I assume probably for some subs, just get their team under control a little bit. I'm not sure if the rules are different for a tournament, but I believe if the score gets over, if the team leads by more than 35, it's a running clock from then on. I'll check at halftime if the rules are different, but that could be a factor leading to a quicker game in the second half. St. Ignatius keeping their same guys out there. Canisius, at this point, just looking for a morale victory now. Trying to get this game a little bit closer, just run some good offensive sets, make some shots, see what you can get going. Esposito now handling it. He gives it over to Benzer. They give it to Cosgrove. Cosgrove back to Benzer. Benzer up top trying to make something happen. Let's see what he can do. He gives it over to Esposito. Esposito on the wing, drives inside, not there. Back to Esposito. Esposito now trying to go inside again. That one's tipped. However, he gets it back to Esposito. Now has it back up top. Clark now handling it after Esposito had a little slippage. Back to Esposito. And the three-pointer is no good. After this first half, the score is 45-8, and you really couldn't ask for a better half if you're St. Ignatius. I really don't have much to say. Just, Canisius got to find a way to break their press and have less turnovers and maybe sink a couple shots. We'll be back after halftime. Welcome back, everybody, to the second half of this St. Ignatius Canisius game. And let's see what Canisius can do to maybe get back some team morale. It looks like St. Ignatius is putting out their starters again, and I think that's what they're going to do. Maybe continue the press. The score is still 45. The score is 45-8 going into the third. This will it'll definitely be interesting to see how Canisius responds to that first half. Looks like Canisius is going to come out with press of their own here. See what that can do for them. For St. Ignatius, we're going to have Quinn Wieskey inbounding to Zapolnik. Zapolnik's going to bring it up now for St. Ignatius. Zapolnik goes inside, and Wieskey is there. Just a good pass. Clark now bringing it up for Canisius. Some good ball movement here from Canisius to start this one. Oh, and Benzer just couldn't handle that one. It's going to be St. Ignatius ball going the other way. Looking for someone else's help. Dominic Friery there. Or Damon Friery, my apologies. Now Zapolnik dribbling it off of the Sam Springer screen. Give it to Robinson. Robinson to Friery. Friery looking for something. He gives it to Springer. Springer to Wieskey. Back to Robinson. They're running a little offensive action here. Robinson going inside. Out to Wieskey. And that ball was tipped by Purdy. Going to remain St. Ignatius ball. Robinson loses the ball there. Clark's going to dribble it up for this Canisius team. Clark to the corner for three. No good. Zapolnik now dribbling it for this St. Ignatius. Oh! Tried to get the lob to Springer there. Wasn't there, unfortunately. Friery for three. Good. And this is just not much you can do about that. I mean, that's going to sting. Friery tips that one. It's going to remain Canisius ball. This is definitely a tough one. This is going to be Canisius's first, barring something unprecedented, this is going to be Canisius's first loss of the season. That's a tough one. Benzer for three, no good. Springer gets the board. Passes out to Wieskey, and they're going. Oh, a great pass by Wieskey over to Zapolnik. Now Springer for three. Go. And, this is going to be a tough one to swallow for Canisius. Let's hope they can recover for these next 2 days of a really good tournament. Hope they can have some fun while they are here in Tampa in weather that I'm sure is better than Buffalo's, as Purdy hits the right-handed layup there. Little miscommunication there with St. Ignatius' defense. Zapolnik now dribbling it up for St. Ignatius. Give it to Robinson on the elbow. Robinson to Springer. Springer thinks about shooting it, not there. Threw it to the elbow. And, Springer passes it from the elbow down to Zapolnik, and Zapolnik finishes at the rim. Clark in the corner. No good. Friery now with the ball. He's handling it. The 6'10 big man. Friery with the nice spin move. Thinks about the step back three, not there. Springer over to Zapolnik in the corner. Going to be a blocking foul on Esposito. Looks like St. Ignatius is going to come in with a five-man sub. And that's probably for the best here, as the score is 55-10. 4:20 left in the third, as per the rules, any lead over 35 leads to a running clock. Inbounded. Sean Martin with it now. Martin, Martin tried to get it to Johnson, a tad high, and Johnson couldn't grab that one. It's going to be Canisius ball going the other way. Clark, good bounce pass. Back to Clark. Clark now gives it inside to Esposito. Esposito hits the nice little floater. Now Johnson with it. Johnson gives it back to Martin. Martin gives it up to Lamarand. Lamarand to Ellis. Ellis, seeing what he can do, he gives it to Johnson. Johnson's got Purdy on him. Johnson tries to get to the rim, not there. Gives it to Ellis. Ellis thinks about shooting that one. It's not there. Now back out to Johnson in the corner. Johnson hits that one. And, I mean, what are you going to do? Clark drives it inside, out to the corner for Benzer. Benzer gives it to the corner. It's stolen by Lamarand. Now gives it to Ellis. Ellis can't handle it. Ellis had a wide open basket to the lane. I think his eyes got a tad ahead of him, and he couldn't handle that pass on transition. Looks like for the Crusaders, Graber is going to come in for Benzer. Canisius dribbling up now. Clark with the ball. It's a nice little move on. Now looking for something. Esposito can't handle the bounce pass. Eventually recovers it, though. Esposito kicks it out. Some good ball movement here. Goes off the foot. Oh, Johnson got on the floor to grab that one. Unfortunately, couldn't. Esposito for three. No good. Lamarand gets the board. Esposito challenges it. Lamarand. Ooh, yep. Lamarand recovers it. Ellis for three. Good. St. Ignatius is not missing. I'm going to be very curious if anyone's taking stats, what their three-point percentage is. I mean, this is just unfortunate. Clark gets to the rim. Looks like he's going to get two shots. Yeah, St. Ignatius really just, they just really, I'm not sure they've missed a shot yet. Honestly, it's their press and their shooting is really affecting this Canisius team. Clark misses the first. Let's see if he can make the second. He misses the second. Johnson gets the board for St. Ignatius. Now Martin going to dribble it up. Gets to the rack. Can't finish it, unfortunately. Clark gets the board. And now Canisius is going to try to push it. Purdy with it now. Purdy trying to get to the rack. And he gets there. Nice to see a little bit of offense from this Canisius team. You know, small wins are at least wins. And a good finish there. Johnson finishes at the rim. Let's see now, Wiseky, and a turnover from Canisius. Ellis dribbling the ball up for St. Ignatius. Ellis gives it to Martin. Martin up top, hits him with the crossover. Oh, and misses the three short, unfortunately. Clark now with it. And they're going to call a foul on St. Ignatius. Ten seconds left here, and this one, Purdy now dribbling the ball up for Canisius. They're going to get the shot off. It's going to be an air ball. And 63-14. It's just shaping up to be one of those games. It'll be running clock in the fourth, and really St. Ignatius' press and shooting just continues to be a storyline in this one. Let's see if Canisius can make it any closer after the break. Canisius now with it. Esposito dribbling it up. He gives it to Benzer. Hayes with the ball now. He tries to get the back cut. It's not there. Stolen by Gibbs. Gibbs out to the corner. Oh. And he makes it. On my sheet, I'm not seeing a number 4. I think that's going to be Alfonso Teraves, though. A steal there. Jimmy Thomas with the ball now. Thomas driving down the lane. It's not there, and it looks like it's going to be... Oh, he saves it. Never mind. I thought that was going to be a backcourt violation, but a great save there. No. Oh, and you know what? I believe number 4 is actually Kyle Niehaus. I believe that's actually going to be him. He just picked up a foul. That's going to be his first. Ball's inbounded, and they get the layup. That one's scored by Nick Purdy. For Canisius, Ezekiel Alfonso Teraves dribbling it up. Tries to get it out to Niehaus for the 3. It's not there. Some good ball movement here. Oh, that one's blocked by Thomas. He elevated and got up there. Oh, but that's going to be... Oh, no, never mind. I thought it was going to be a turnover. Teraves for 3. Good. I mean... Yep, that's the way this game is going at the end of the day. Hayes handling the ball now. Kicks it out. Benzer for 3. Good. Benzer makes that one. Teraves dribbling it up now. He thinks about shooting it again, but he doesn't. Oh, for 3. Oh, he doesn't make it. That was Haddix from behind the arc. Driving inside, not there. Ignatius recovers. Now they're trying to get to the rim, and they're going to call a foul. Haddix is going to go to the line for 2. Let's see if Haddix can extend this lead with the free throws. Makes the first. Let's see if he can make the second. Enright gets the board there for Canisius. Ball is going to be dribbled up by Purdy. And that's going to be a foul on Haddix. That's going to be Haddix's first. It's going to be the team's second. Oh, and Purdy finishes at the rim with the and one. A little bit of offensive action going for Canisius. Purdy, let's see if he can finish the three-point play. Haddix gets the board. Haddix going to push it up the court for Ignatius now. Out. Teraves tried to drive a baseline. It got tipped by Purdy. It's going to remain Ignatius ball. For Canisius, in comes Atkinson. Out goes Purdy. 3:35 left in this one. Teraves with the ball on the wing. He's guarded by Benzer. Teraves for 3. It's good. They are not missing a shot. I mean, yep. It looked like that one went off of Funderburg's foot. It's going to be Ignatius's ball going the other way. Teraves trimming it up now. He just hit that 3. Funderburg's on him now. Funderburg seems to be one of the stronger defenders for this Canisius team. throughout this game. Oh, and a good move there. Jimmy Thomas getting to the rim and finishing. Funderburg now dribbling it up for Canisius. Oh, and not there. Teraves gives it up. And that one's good. Haddix with the layup. Funderburg up top, trying to assess the defense, see what he wants to do. That one's tipped by Haddix and Teraves. And I think they might have just called a moving screen on Canisius number 24, Mason Allnut. Teraves dribbling the ball up now. Funderburg on him. Oh, and Teraves fakes the pass out and gets to the rack with ease, and he finishes at the rim. Oh. Tipped there by Teraves and Thomas. It's going to remain Canisius ball. Minute 40 left in this one. And this one's going to be stolen by Niehaus. Niehaus looking for three. Oh, and just leaves it short. Teraves up top looks for another three. No good. Unfortunately, they can't make that. Ball goes up top to Funderburg now. Trying to make something happen. Screen, jumper. Good. Mid-range J is good from Funderburg. It's good. Gibbs with that one. Gibbs with a nice little move to get to the paint and with a nice little floater right over top of the Canisius defense. Funderburg trying to get caught. Not there. Rebounded by Thomas. 38 seconds left in this one. Thomas can't finish at the rim on the transition. Gives board grabbed by and that one's no good. That board's grabbed by Thomas. 18 seconds left. And Canisius, tried their best. St. Ignatius was just too talented, too good of a shooting team. A great game here for the second Canisius, for the second Cookie Garcia Jesuit basketball tournament. We'll be back in about 30 minutes for the third game, and we hope it'll be a better one than this. We'll see you guys after this.